Unnecessary holiday sequel to lame comedy. Number 1. A Bad Mom's Christmas, written and directed by John Lucas and Scott Moore. It stars Mila Kunis, Kathryn Hahn, Kristen Bell, and this time with Christine Baranski, Cheryl Hines, and Susan Sarandon. It's Christmas time and the Bad Moms are back, but this time they're gonna take Christmas back and do things their way. But not unless their mom's got something to say about it, because they're coming into town and they're gonna try to do things their way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really not much of a plot. It's really just about bad mom versus older mom. Yeah. So they say that they're gonna take Christmas back and do things their way, but at the same time, they just really just go through the motions as usual Christmas go. I wasn't a big fan of the first Bad Moms movie, and this one hasn't changed my mind because it's pretty much the same trivial stuff that you've seen in the last one. Just lame gags, dirty jokes, nasty jokes, dirty humor, but just like with no edge, no wittiness to it. The only time you get a sense of fun in this movie is pretty much every time that they jump into a montage sequence of them doing bad stuff with no repercussions. We're gonna take Christmas back. Let's get fucked up at the mall. Then it's a montage of them getting fucked up in the mall. Let's get fucked up and do what we want at a Sky Zone. Cue the music and cut to the montage, slow motion of them just messing around at Sky Zone. You get where I'm going with this, right? As far as the grandmas coming into the picture, it's more like Christine Baranski takes most of the screen time, as Cheryl Hines gets a little bit of attention, and Susan Sarandon is really more of a glorified cameo. This story is really all about Mila Kunis and Christine Baranski just doing Christmas their way, and they just argue. And Christine Baranski is kind of funny. She still has great comedic timing, and it's safe to say that this is one of the only highlights that this movie has to offer. As far as the original trio, Kathryn Hahn is carrying this movie on her back yet again, even though it's just lame, tired jokes, just nasty potty humor, and again with no edge. The whole supporting cast is just coasting. They really don't do anything but just let the moms just do their thing. No one's trying here. As a matter of fact, for a movie about moms, there's barely any kids in this movie. Male figures just showed up to get stared at or look moronic. Oh, and Jay Hernandez is in this movie. He's really just there to look pretty for the girls or to show off that Christine Baranski is kind of questionably racist. The subplot of Kristen Bell and Cheryl Hines is that Cheryl Hines just wants to be closer to her daughter in almost a creepy, stalkerish way. But it makes me wonder, where were you in the first movie if you're really always like this? Susan Sarandon is just there to show up with a potty mouth and act like Kathryn Hahn. Like I said, she's just a glorified cameo. She's barely in this movie. You know how the story is gonna go right away. They want to do Christmas their way. Grandma's come in, change the picture. They get into a conflict. They feel down for just a second. They fix things. Christmas is back on and everything is perfectly fine, right on time for Christmas. For a movie about moms not really giving a fuck, I really wish they would just not give a fuck and wish they would just throw things on the table. I mean, I get it. Moms can do nasty stuff too, but there's no sense of humanity, and these are not likable characters, not one of them. They're not like the girls from Bridesmaids or the girls from Girls Trip that you get to know, you like their personality, and you really want to hang out with them. You really can't see why you want to be friends with these people, let alone spend Christmas with them. When they start taking the comedy up a notch, it goes up to a cartoonish level. For example, there's a party in Mila Kunis' house and they turned her house into one of Mr. Freeze's lairs in Batman and Robin. Kenny G shows up. 10 minutes later, everything is back to normal and they fix things overnight. No problem. This is a movie that just repeats what the first one did, but they just throw Christmas in there just for kicks. If you're a fan of the first one, it's more the same. It's literally the same thing. Just moms using dirty potty humor while getting what they want. Things that I really actually like from this movie. Christine Baranski was actually pretty funny. Christina Applegate has a pretty funny cameo. Kenny G, the closing credits kind of made me chuckle. And this movie's 2 hours. It could have easily been an hour and a half. You don't really know why this movie is so long. This is one of those Christmas movies that I will not be revisiting. This gets 1 star out of 5. There is one thing that I will mention though. Christine Baranski plays Mila Kunis' mom. Now Mila Kunis is Russian, and there's a scene where Christine Baranski wants to take the family to see the original Nutcracker. The original Russian Nutcracker. And one of Mila Kunis' kids just can't help but mutter, "None of us are Russian." And it cuts right to Mila Kunis. It's not a good time. Well, once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you see here, click like at the bottom. Go to our SoundCloud page for our more extensive reviews. This is Ray from LiveWire, and once again, thanks for watching.